Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steve, John and Ava plan a captivity break, and Tate reaches out to Holly. Teresa meets with a distraught Tate at the halfway house. He was so sure Holly would clear him once she woke up. Teresa has a plan to help get him out of there. Eric comes to the Demera manse to visit Holly. Before he does, Nicole relays the teen's derangement that she can't flash back what happened on New Year's Eve. After catching up, they partake a moping look and express how happy they're to see each other. Sitting coming to each other in the halfway house, Teresa and Tate sorrowfully gawk forward. Leo arrives at Sloane's apartment for babysitting duties. Sloane, temporarily played by Natasha Hall, makes it clear he's her last resort because no bone differently is available. After their usual argumentative badinage, she leaves to meet a customer. At Ava's, Steve and John go over captivity arrangements as she talks to her kinsman Angelo on the phone. After hanging up, she tells the men Angelo and his platoon will do their part. They redoing it as a one-time favor, but if it comes back to suck she'll deal with it also. Still, they only one part of the plan. It's up to the three of them to take care of the rest. When Nicole brings Eric to Holly's room, the teen rushes to his arms. Nicole leaves them to talk. Eric asks if someone could have slipped medicines in her drink on NYE. Holly averts her eyes and twirls her hair. That would make the utmost sense, but she doesn't know. Eric recalls how she used to play with her hair as a sprat when she was nervous and stressed getting into trouble. He asks what she's not telling him. Further details on the first new day cleaner in 25 times. Sloane sits across the table from Tate and Teresa in the halfway house. They all wear dimmed expressions. Sloane breaths into the halfway house to meet with Tate and Teresa. Teresa explains to her son that Justin is knee-deep in Xander's case, so Sloane agreed to take over. Sloane proposes a plea deal with a light judgment or indeed time served. Tate refuses because he's completely innocent. When Jude starts to cry at the apartment, Leo consults his crying baby roster, which is written on a manual scroll. He gets a bottle of formula, but it doesn't work. He digs out a 4-part thermometer from his bag of babysitting tricks, but Jude's temperature is normal. Consulting his list again, Leo sighs upon realizing what's wrong. He digs into his bag. More Big Bang alums to young Sheldon. Leo peers into Jude's crib at Sloane and Eric's place. At Ava's, the triad goes over their plan, which includes an expansive list of inventories, transportation to an airport, and Angelo, who'll have an airplane prepared for immediate flight. Steve declares they're ready to go. Great, Ava flatly says. Tonight, we break into captivity. Wearing a defensive guard, rubber gloves, and a Starry Night rain wrap, Leo changes Jude's diaper. After, he picks up the little Joe and tells him the story of his birth as a pucktail. He grows serious as he says he doesn't know how the story ends, but so far, it isn't looking good. But he'll always cover the little Napoleon from Bain apples because that's his job. Leo gashes up as he sees Jude smile at him. Further original cast member returning for NCIS 1000th occasion in her room, Holly tells Eric that New Year's Eve was a blur. She changes the subject by asking about Jude. Nicole returns as Eric shows her prints. He invites them to the christening, whenever it'll be. Nicole offers to host the event at the manse in lieu of the cantina. Eric balks, but Nicole presents a logical argument, and it might also make effects right between her and Sloane. Eric accepts. At Ava's, John and Steve declare they're going to make it look like they're taking Clyde to the airport, but in reality, they're going to take him nearly to prize trip and Wendy's position from him. They're not letting him go. Stewing Clyde's retribution, Ava begs them to review, but John and Steve stand establishment. Ava relents. She just wants her son back. Steve and John leave to break into the captivity. Waving for emphasis, Ava glares at Steve and John in her apartment. Eric comes home to Leo, who wears a incandescent gold zip-up vest, thick gold chain, baseball cap, and sunglasses. He holds a toy smash box while rapping the ABCs to Jude. Eric is surprised to find Leo there but notes he and Jude have a connection. At the manse, Nicole and Holly plan a menu for the christening. Nicole can't stay to have a festivity, considering all the sadness over losing the baby and Holly's coma. Nicole doesn't know what she'd have done if she lost her. As they weepily bandy everything that's happened, Holly says she wants to stop talking or indeed allowing about New Year's Eve. Further, headwriter reacts to inviting response to the gates. Teresa reassuringly reaches out to Tate in the halfway house. After Sloane steps down at the halfway house, Teresa assures Tate this is just a tactic to get him home sooner. Tate thinks Holly could come around, however, once she remembers. He wonders if she indeed knows what he's been through. Sloane returns to intimately talk with Teresa. She'll be meeting with the judge in expedience of removing EJ from the case due to bias. As they talk, Tate swipes Teresa's phone. After the women leave, Tate snappily deduces the passcode on Teresa's phone is his birthday, but he doesn't know Holly's number. I don't know anyone's number. He goes to social media. After Nicole and Holly make further party plans, Holly sits alone on the DiMera settee. She gets an alert on her phone and wonders why Teresa Donovan is sliding into her DMs. No time for you, she says. I've a party to plan. Sloane warily comes home to find Leo and Eric together and learns Nicole will be hosting the titling event. OMG, Leo glibly says. Nicole is just the sweetest. Sloane looks around nervously. Eric moment, Sloane's criminal case, rescue mission, Leo babysits Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, March 7th reveal that Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, visits Nicole Walker DiMera, Ariane Zucker, and Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis. Tate Black, Jamie Martin Mann, has a meeting with his new attorney. Leo Stark, Greg Rickard, gets to babysit Jude Brady. Plus, can Trip Johnson, Lucas Adams, and Wendy Shin, Victoria Grace, be saved? Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the Peacock Cleaner pieces. Eric Brady visits Holly Jonas DOL spoilers for Thursday, March 7th tease that Eric pays a visit to Nicole and Holly. Eric will catch up with Nicole first. Nicole will presumably want updates on baby Jude. Eric will also have a visit with Holly. Maybe Holly will open up to Eric about her memory. Holly insists Tate didn't medicine her, but also can't give a name to Nicole. So, perhaps Eric can help jog Holly's memory. DOL spoilers Sloane Peterson Brady case on Thursday, March 7th, Justin Kiriakis, Wally Kurth, will no longer be representing Tate. It's teased that Tate and Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, have a meeting with Sloane Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfety. It's indicated that Sloane will have some wild ideas about how to prove Tate's innocence. Leo Stark's baby gig Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, March 7th reveal that Sloane will find herself in a crunch. Since Eric visits Nicole and Holly, Sloane might need a sitter to meet with Teresa and Tate. The only person available might be Leo. Still, we've to wonder if Eric will really be okay with baby Jude being taken care of by Leo. Although Leo has made a lot of progress, leaving him alone with a baby is a bit important. Days of Our Lives spoilers Thursday, March 7th Eric moment, Sloane's criminal case, rescue mission, Leo babysits Days of Our Lives spoilers Thursday, March 7th on Thursday, March 7th, Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, and John Black, Drake Hodgson, put a plan in stir. The triad will embark on the hunt to save Trip and Wendy. Still, the internees are formally running out of oxygen. Is there any way to save the two hijacking victims from Clyde Weston's, James Reed, wrath before it's too late? Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most on Thursday, March 7th? What are your prognostications for Ava, Steve, John, Trip, Wendy, and Clyde? What does the unborn hold for Eric, Nicole, Sloane, Holly, Tate, and the other residers of Salem? Partake your studies in the comment section below. Flashback to keep watching The Cleaner on Peacock to find out what happens coming.